Yo, 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 what is up, YouTube? Playing some Cabrakan today for the A through Z series, and, we're actually finally onto the C's, which is great. I think I was gonna say something about, Freya here. I think his name caught me off guard, because I play against this guy so often, man. I don't know if it's, like, all on stream, or how many games I've uploaded versus this guy, Dr. Clurs on YouTube. I don't know. Honestly, maybe I haven't uploaded any, but I just know I play this guy all the time. So, I think I have at least one game versus him. And he was Freya. I think I was... Dude, what was I? I think I was Bakasura. Yeah, I played Baka versus his Freya, I think. Well, anyways, now that we got past that super irrelevant part, that doesn't even matter. Let's start buying our stuff here. We got our recipe. I think we're gonna go beads. We're either gonna... Hold on. Just like most of my Guardian videos, like I said, and I pretty much do the same thing on most of the Guardians because they kind of need it. My three relics I'm looking at are Blink, Beads, and Med. Now, obviously, I can't buy 3 relics, so we have to decide which ones are the best. And in this matchup, if I'm being honest with myself, maybe, perhaps, maybe, that the Beads Blink was the play, but alas, here we are. Here we are. Buying meditation because why not? We like it. Also, Cabrakan does have some... Maybe I should have canceled my trimmers, man. Holy mana. I was about to say Cabrakan does have some mana issues, but to be fair, meditation doesn't really help with mana that much. You know? Kind of gives you a little bit of mana like one time. Okay. Yeah, let me stun you in the wave. Yes, thank you. Oh. I got scared, so I horny sharded, man. I popped my horniness. No problem. I'm just gonna go ahead and 2 those archers, start clearing a little bit. He might banish me. I'm okay with that. She did not banish me. I just feel like I'm running out of HP, man. Do I just, like, force this? I could ult it. Is that cringe? Yep, all a part of my plan. Flawless plan, just as I thought. Easy peasy. I don't think my ult hit the buff because I got banished. Dude, that was such a weird... that was such a weird interaction. Wait. No, my ult did hit the buff. It just does no damage. 181. Yeah, okay. I don't really know how much damage I expected to come out. I mean, I expected it to die, so I guess I thought my ult was going to hit the minion wave for like 300 there. Be right back. Be right back. Oh, no, actually, we're going to stay for this wave so we can buy a health chalice. Health chalice. By the way, I've actually done... I feel like I've played Cabrakan quite a few times here recently. I don't think it's been for YouTube. I don't think I posted any YouTube videos on this guy, at least not recently. But I feel like I played Cabrakan at least like once or twice in the past like month or so, which is, I mean, you know, that's a lot. 2 times in 1 month for Cabrakan, a Guardian, like, you know, that's 2 times too many. But I feel like I lost both of my other 2. Like I went against an SCC player playing Raijin, and I think my other one was versus like, I don't know, like a top tier hunter or something. But my point here is Cabrakan is actually a pretty sick dual character, you know, for a Guardian, LOL. For a Guardian, he's a pretty sick dual character, but I've actually lost my last 2 Cabrakan games. So I refuse. I refuse to lose this game. Dude, I love moments like that in Duel. I think we're owning him more than he's owning us. He's obviously just going to ult that. My ult is a lower cooldown. Also, I would argue she needs her ult more than I need my ult anyways. So, definitely a good trade for us overall. Both in cooldown and needage. How much we needage it. Dude, do we dare invade this blue buff? I was just going to clear the wave and back, or clear the wave and go to my buff. Do we dare? Are we savages? I mean, we have better secure aside from banish. Okay, there we go. Aside from the fact that she can banish us, we definitely... Ooh, juked it. Freya is a pretty fast character, though, so I wouldn't put it past her to be able to tail us a bit, even in our 1. Because Cabrakan 1 isn't that much movement speed, right? At least not in the beginning of it. Yeah, it's 15, 20 at level 2, and then it scales up to 35. So it's pretty good movement speed, but not in the beginning. 15% movement speed is nothing crazy. Now, I'm not going to pretend like 15 movement speed can't get you out of a situation. It definitely can be the difference, but still not that crazy. My ult's coming up, her ult's down, which doesn't mean we just outright win by any means, but kind of owning her a little bit. Only a little bit of ownage though. I don't want to get too crazy. Definitely not like a lot of ownage. Just a wee bit ownage. Alright, my 2's down, which is like the ability I need the most here versus her, so I haven't backed in a long time. This is pretty greedy. She is going a little bit though. Okay. This is super greedy. Oh, dude, if I got my stun off... Actually, I don't know. If I got my stun off, I would have healed a little bit, and then I would have ulted, which I would have healed a little bit more, and then I could have won. But the question is, would I have lifesteal / CC'd her hard enough to actually, what's it called? To actually kill her there. I mean, like, because I definitely had abilities up. I definitely could have went crazy, but at the same time, what if she just simply killed me in between those abilities and I'm overestimating my lifesteal? I don't know. I guess we'll never know whether I could have killed her there or not. Because I failed. Mission failed. Dude, I always do this, man. Like, I feel like I didn't used to do it, but here recently, I feel like once I don't know, I don't want to call it cockiness, but I just kind of like try to make plays, you know? I just go in and I try to do stuff even though I know it's a bad idea, because why not? And to be fair, usually you can get away with it. And the reason why I can't now is because I'm playing an immobile character, right? You know, we're doing the A through Z series, and of course in the A through Z series there's going to be plenty of characters that are not very mobile, and so it's hard for them to do those greedy plays and still survive, kind of thing. Once you go in with the greedy play on certain characters, you're just kind of like stuck. But again, just to be clear, that's not to say Cabrakan sucks. That's just to say that Cabrakan can't play like an idiot and then get out for free, you know? That's all I'm saying. Is Cabrakan can't just be a big old dummy and get out whenever he wants, so I have to actually play smarter. Also, maybe I should have went Pestilence instead of... I don't know, because I think we're going to do like a bursty type situation here. Bro, I probably should have gotten... what's it called? Beads Blink this game. I can already kind of like tell how this is going to go down. Definitely should have gotten Beads Blink. She gonna come around the corner here? She does have a red buff. She does hit quite hard. Guess we're clearing the wave. I gotta be honest, we don't really hit her that hard, considering she doesn't have any defense. No, man. No way she gets that. I mean, I guess she does have double offense in the Telkine's proc too, so I suppose it makes sense. Also, I deserve this. You know, I had so much pressure, I had a lead, I should have just backed off. I deserve whatever pain comes my way for the next couple of minutes here. Cabra won't grow bigger. Alright, so I think we're going to get Typhons into a Divine Ruin. We definitely need the Divine because we don't have a Pestilence, which is very debatable that we should have went Pestilence. Dude, he has Shoguns now. Oh, I don't think this is going to be close at all now. I don't think this is going to be close one bit. I mean, like, maybe late game, I guess. Because of that one, I mean, maybe it would have went down like this anyways the second she got defense, I don't know. But that one misplay I make, that one misplay we make is kind of the determining factor of now I just can't do anything. Or at least I think it's the determining factor. Like I said, it might have went down this way anyways. I mean, it is a Freya at the end of the day. It's not like I'm going against some noob character. Freya is obviously a higher tier than Cabrakan is, but that's not to say that we can't win this. Our 1 is now maxed out, which is great because it goes down in cooldown and up in movement speed. It's going to be very helpful for us. The slow immunity I have in my kit is actually going to be pretty clutch, I think, for running away from her, although she does have the banish, which is not good for us at all. I feel like the second she gets hastened, though, it's just doomed for me. Like, hasten has got to be the nail in my coffin. No way, right? The nail in me coffin. Now the problem is she just combos me back, but between Horn Shard and Genji's, she does have a shell though. Oh, she banished me out of the tower. Dude, I think I would have died there actually. I don't know, it's kind of hard to say, you know? It's kind of hard to say, but I feel like I would have died there, and she misplayed by banishing me. That was on CD anyways, so... Well, shoutouts to her for giving me a little bit of an entry back into the game. It's not going to be easy by any means now, but... I mean, if I can make a play like that... Granted, she misplayed a bit, but... If I can make a play like that from behind, then... Now that we're less behind... Actually, we're ahead now. Now that we're ahead... Should be able to own even harder, right? Although, she was playing a little bit cocky from being ahead, so now she'll probably... focus up a bit more, which sucks for me, of course, but I'm waiting to get my second relic because I'm kind of waiting to see what she gets, but I'm also waiting to see how she plays this, like, because depending on how she plays it is actually going to be the determining factor of whether I go blink or beads, because to be honest with you, I need both of them. This med was probably a grief buy. I probably shouldn't have went med, but we already went it now, so there's nothing we could do. All we have to do is come up with, we need beads and blink, that's what we need. But like, which one do we need more? Oh my gosh, she just did half my health with like half of her kit. Like she was clearing with that 2-1 combo. Oh my goodness, dude. Alright, we're gonna go blink. Screw, what's it called? Cooldown resets on beads and screw purification, man. We're just gonna jump in there and hope for the best. Because I think just going on her straight up is going to be my best play. Ooh, she made it on the other side of the wall. Unlucky. She still has her ults up is the thing, so... That wasn't even close. It actually was close, Freya. Look at your health bar, idiot. Oh, she whiffed her banish. And I guess she didn't think that was gonna stun. I don't know. She's throwing. She's literally throwing the game, dude. I might get Phoenix off of that. What? Alright. Bonk. Bonk. Okay, stun the tower. We just did at least one stun on the Phoenix. Nice. Great. We don't have a Polynomicon, which is bad for the situation. Oh, I think we get it either way, though. The problem is do we get the red buff after this? We're going to pop our 1 early, put it on cooldown nice and early, start running over here. With our movement speed, she's got to clear that wave a little bit. I mean, technically, she doesn't have to. It's not a fire wave. She could have just ran past it, but... And then let her minions clear it or go back for it later, but she didn't. She apparently doesn't care that much about the red, so... We take those. I guess we're gonna go poly, man. I suppose we go poly, and then we finish it off with... So, oh, I was gonna say we don't have any pin, but we do have pin. We have the thingamabobber. Why am I blanking the name? Typhons. There we go. So we need poly and we need cooldown. Cooldown's our biggest issue right now, and honestly, maybe I should have went cooldown before poly. Maybe. But I know all the poly fans in chat, you know, or well, not chat. I'm not streaming. In the comments are, dude, Cabrakan, he's a guardian, and we love poly. And also, don't you know that his 1 procs poly, and then like when you hit him with your 1, you know, it like hits him with poly? Why didn't you buy that, dude? You know, I already see it coming, so we'll get cooldown last. Of course, we're gonna buy the poly on Cabrakan, otherwise people would cry. Oh no. Well, that wasn't very close, now was it? Oh, I knew that blink was coming out, or not the blink. I knew that banish was coming out. See, like right there, which not to say the poly didn't do a lot, because the poly, you know, it did 422. That's pretty considerable damage, right? But that right there explains why we need a cooldown, man. We need cooldown bad. Maybe we'll just do this for the time being, and we'll work on our cooldown item next. Because this is a lot of cooldown. I mean, this is arguably just as much cooldown as a cooldown item, right? It's just obviously the cooldown thingy has a cooldown to itself, you know? Okay, maybe this is cringe, but I'm gonna back, and I'm going to all in. What I mean by that is we're going to spend, what was that, like 1,300 gold on stuff that isn't our last item. But to be fair, those things do give us cooldown. Now the problem is if it doesn't work, meaning I die with my power pot, or I waste my med, then I actually griefed. But if it does work, then it's a smart play. Problem is I don't have my blink. I kind of need to blink initiate on her. Kind of. I feel like leading with my 1 is pretty smart. Like using the bow for my 1 proc, because the 2 takes forever to get off because I have to actually get in there. And I have to wait for it to be stunno mode, full passive mode. I feel like being able to juke around these walls would be really helpful, for sure. Dude, not having blink sucks though, it really does. I need to like hit this red buff to stack my passive. No, how does she get up? And now she's gonna have a banish. Alright, too easy. I don't know if she beads earlier in that fight. If she didn't beads, or her beads were still down from the last one, to be honest. I feel like I've always been bad, kind of, at keeping track of relic timers a little bit. But like, it's not nearly as bad on stream, I swear it's not. Like, I don't know why, but anytime I record, I just can't remember if people use their relics or not. I guess it's because I'm so focused on trying not to look bad for you guys, and I'm trying my best to, you know, win the game, that I'm just so focused on other things that I'm not focused on, you know, those little things like that. Even though they're not even that little. They're pretty important details, but... It's going last. Is that a rod? Oh, that thing was like 40 health, man. Okay. Is he gonna chase me to mine, or is he just gonna clear the wave? Looks like he's just going to clear the wave. Alright, we're back in. Alright, we should do some big boy damage now for sure. Now the question is, do we want cooldown, like a Chronos Pendant, or do we want just a Mirrodin proc? I think we need as much cooldown as physically possible, honestly. Like, I truly do. Because we need to have our stuns up. Because what if she beads, like that one fight, and she just destroyed us? Like, what if she beads some of our CC? We're going to need another CC to come back up to replace that one real fast, so... As much as I love Mirrodin, especially when you're going like a meditation build, the problem is we don't have beads, so we're not guaranteed to get full value out of the med / Mirrodin combo anyways, so... He doesn't have a hasten, which is great for us. Okay. Alright. Alright, so conclusion from that is that if we don't start the fight with our stuff, then we lose. If she starts the fight, we lose. 100%. It's not close. She did beads though, right? I'm pretty sure. I just talked about how I'm bad at remembering that kind of stuff, so let's hope that we're right in saying that she did beads. And that we can kill her now, hopefully. 'Cause that sucked. That sucked real bad. Your middle phoenix has been destroyed. Not my middle phoenix. My favorite one. Ward up, so hopefully she doesn't backdoor us. Get that. Get this. Red buff. Hopefully get some clear on this wave here. Pretend like we're going into the jungle. Blink over the wall, probably. Alright. We don't need to pop our mid just yet. I'm gonna pre-pop it, actually. And she threw the game. I mean, she didn't throw. It's just... I mean, she did throw by pushing up there. She should not push up there. But the second she used her beads in that last fight, I knew. I didn't know that we were going to win the game off of it or anything, because it all depends on if she... It all depends on what she does. Pull this over here to these minions. It all depends on what she does, if she pushes up or not. You know, a really, really smart player that's like in the zone would just wait until their beads are up to push, because her beads are her win con. I'm like 85% certain, 90% certain, that at least with the fact that I have med and no beads, with at least that, you know, considering my relics that I went that game, I'm pretty sure that Freya wins that so easily anytime her beads are up. You just press beads and you out DPS me. The only thing Cabrakan really has going for him in this matchup, I would say, is CC. Is the fact that you can stun lock them a bit. I'm going to tab out so I can mute Smite for you guys. But yeah, long story short, I think Cabrakan wins this matchup if you can stun lock her. And I think Freya wins the matchup if you don't get stun locked. So you just play around your beads, maybe even buy a Magi's, honestly. It's a free matchup for you. I'd also say you go Hastened, because you go Hastened on every game on Freya, in my opinion. Although I will admit, Hastened in this matchup is, it's not as important. But, you know, I think Hastened is just good all around. Like, I say it's not as important in this matchup, because you're either starting the fight and just destroying me, you know, or you're getting blinked on and you have to play defensively, but you can still backpedal with the hasten. So I think that would definitely be her play. I think her build is actually pretty solid overall. I'm not saying this is exactly what I would have built, but I think her build is pretty solid overall. Maybe I would have thrown a Typhons in there instead of one of these rings, like especially like Telkines or something. And also another thing is that she could have done, that could have been a little bit of tech, is she could have went... what's it called? What is it called, man? She could have went Absolution, I believe. This item right here. Let me show you guys. She could have went this, which I'm not saying that you have to do it as Freya. I'm just saying if you're struggling, this gives you crowd control reduction, which reduces the stun duration of Cabrakan 2. I'm pretty sure it doesn't reduce the 1, because the 1 is not DRable. But DR and crowd control reduction are actually two different things. So I'm not going to pretend like I know for sure that crowd control reduction doesn't work on Cabrakan 1. I'm not sure. All I know for sure is that Cabrakan 1 doesn't get DR'd, meaning if you stun them multiple times, your stun is not affected by diminishing returns, which is applied by when you CC them. When you CC a target, they get a stack of diminishing returns. It lasts for 15 seconds. It makes further CCs, hard CCs anyways. What's it called? Why am I blanking so much right now? It makes incoming CCs do less. So if you Athena taunt someone for 2 seconds and you taunt them again as soon as it comes back up, that taunt is not going to be 2 seconds, right? Cabrakan 1 doesn't follow that rule. So you can CC chain a bit more. But either way, I think Absolution Tech's pretty good because it helps with the stun on the 2. And also it makes it to where you're CC immune when you, for 1.5 seconds, when you come down from her ult. And like I said, if you just play around beads and maybe even Absolution, you know, you have 2 different CC immunities in the fight. I don't see how Cabrakan could ever win. But I mean, that's just me. I don't know. Also, she went Shell. I don't think you should go Shell. But to be honest, you can go whatever second relic you want and it'd probably be fine. The main thing that she needs is beads, and I think you win that matchup for sure. But yeah, other than that, I think my build's pretty self-explanatory. We went the lifesteal, we went the cooldown, we went the pin. We blinked in. The only thing I will say is I think we misplayed on buying meditation, even though it did come in clutch a little bit, but I think beads would have done a lot more. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and appreciate you guys clicking on it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching, and goodbye.